So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27. On second and very short, Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession. Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, Charles, you know, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between? Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt. Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Hurts. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this one is incomplete. The Colts at 5-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye. And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Taken in at the 11. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now throwing on first down here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. On first down, Howell. Being chased out left. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for them. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Off play action. It's Howell. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. The 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Howell's throw pulled in by Woods. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. And they go play action with Howell. He's going to wind up and air it out. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games. coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some space here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. First down, Howell to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll go play action. Howell. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Up and top.
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Hands it off out of the gun. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 19-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. This pass caught by Hamler. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Here's Howell. Steps away to his left. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on first and goal.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Howell, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys have now moved out in front. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown Colts. Alec Pierce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 29, Powell. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Washington. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. But first down, Hurts. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
19 tight, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll set up a throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
19. Warriors, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Powell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. One last shot before the break. Howell. And he wisely will throw that one away. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 93 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 62 yards as they have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Dancing to his left. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Howe will throw it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Howell, another throw on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 27. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And the Panthers have extended their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Throwing here, Howell.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Howell.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. Dotson has it, touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Top 50, top 50. Check it, check it.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. My, oh my, 250 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now they go play action with Howell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, Howell to throw.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Sam Howell
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Commanders have regained the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Commanders 45, Colts 42.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here we go. Here we
Coming
go.
up on a 2nd and 6.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 Wyatt.
Hurts.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Colts have yet again retaken the lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll go play action. Howell. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Powell to throw.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw.
And he'll find Pittman. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. 21 yards there on third down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Certainly would have liked to get some yardage out of that play, but now you got to put this in the hands of your field goal kicker. See if he can get you to overtime. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Flush to his right. And Woods has it complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Throwing is Hurts. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Right at the 40. Now back to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone, this thing's over.
And I remember my coach has always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. Win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense. Beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
He'll drop to throw. And he is out of bounds here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Check. Smash. 18 Cardinal. Hurt. Ready.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to 1-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Washington, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.